This is the day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. I want to say good morning. I am, the first time I'm going to say this here, the Reverend Dr. Anastasia Holman. And I am grateful to be with you this morning. I stood right here in 2020 and preached the last sermon before the shutdown due to COVID-19. I came to this chapel not only with the intention of preaching for Women's History Month, but also to speak with Dr. Scott CE about the DMIN program. I finally said yes to God and yes to Dr. Scott because he had been asking me for 6 years. And CTS, Christian Theological Seminary, felt right in my spirit. I'm a part of the Heavenly Seven cohort, the first all African-American DMIN cohort here at CTS. And when I defended on November 20th, we had a 100% completion rate. So I'm giving a testimony this morning, but if I were preaching, this would be my first point, glory to God. The journey was not easy. Not only did life happen, but I also lived out the dissertation, which was about spirituality, racial, and institutional trauma. It was God, family, sister circles, and the CTS community, and my DMIN mentor, Dr. Christina Jones-Davis, who supported and guided me through this process. When my employee died, when my mom broke her femur and had to move in with us, when my husband lost his job, when my youngest graduated from IU-Indy, when my granddaughter was born, and when my daughter was admitted to the hospital for postpartum preeclampsia, and when I witnessed and had my own encounters with racial and institutional trauma, there was always a reminder that I had something to say. And Dr. Davis was very pastoral and came alongside me as a midwife as I birthed the dissertation. God used her and others in this community to ensure that I made it to the end. So my second point would be, but God. And the third point, and with God, this dissertation, spirituality and trauma, sister circles, Black women's recovery from racial and institutional trauma, is not just about meeting the requirements of the DMIN. It is about fulfilling a call on my life to come alongside others, especially Black women at the center of the work, and become empowered co-joiners in sacred spaces to encourage and co-create with God towards wellness and rediscovery of joy from racial and institutional trauma. As Dr. Davis kept planting the seed, this work will be published. The Associate Dean of Students, Reverend Ayanna Garrett, says I have a top 10 bestseller. And Dr. Scott C. perked up during the dissertation when I said that I wanted to get it published. CTS offers space where iron can sharpen iron for those of us as students so that we can become integrated and well-rounded to serve others. It's a place of possibility, helping others to manifest the invisible to the visible. Thank you, CTS, for being the hands and heart of God. Because of your support, care, and challenge, I have seen the hand of God move in my life, with my life, and through my life. With God, all things are possible. Thank you.